gentlemen, I'm Randall Lang. This is Live in Local Linden, and today we're here at Sunset Corals, located right here on Bridge Street, across the street from the Dr. Wax building and the new Beacon and Bridge right on the corner, right here in downtown Linden. We're gonna go inside, talk to the owner, Greg Jones, find out what Sunset Corals is all about. He has a lot of really cool stuff in there, fish and coral. So we're gonna go inside and check it out. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm inside Sunset Corals here, and I'm with the owner, Greg Jones, and he's going to tell you a little bit about the store, and then we're going to take a look around at some of the coral and fish he has to offer. So, Greg, tell us what you got here.
Well, I mean, basically, is we're bringing a little piece of the ocean to Linden. So we specialize in saltwater coral, saltwater fish, and we also do freshwater. So we just have a little bit of everything. It's kind of a neat shop to take a look at and just see all the crazy stuff that's in all the tanks, and you know, it's just a fun place to hang out at. So, but yeah, I'll show you around, show you some of the tanks, and show you some of the coral and all the fish and everything.
All right, and what do you have a website?
We do. It's sunsetcorals.com. We're also on Facebook as well.
Okay.
So under just Sunset Corals.
All right, great. Let's go take a look around.
Sounds great. So here's this is one of our coral tanks. It's called the frag tank, and basically it houses tons of different pieces of coral frags, which are small pieces of coral that people will purchase to put into their tanks, and then then those will grow out and become, you know, much bigger pieces over time. So, but it's a lot more fun to purchase them on the small side, and then let everything grow. So, and we actually propagate some of our own corals here. So the corals are live animals, but we are able to basically propagate them and grow them out, and then we sell the smaller pieces for people to put in their tanks. So, but there's a lot of cool stuff. The blue lights that we use here will probably kind of wash out a little bit in the video, but you can see all the acans. There's some scallops over here. Those little shells right there are flame scallops. There's all kinds of crabs and snails and just all kinds of fun critters. There's pulsating xenia, so that coral is actually doing that all on its own.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
So is everything in here alive?
It is.
All right.
So it's all, you can kind of see, it might be harder to see with the camera, but if you look like in the center, I'm going to grab a pointer stick here. Sure. If you look in the center of these, you can actually see it's a little tiny mouth. And we actually do feed them little small shrimp, but they do rely on mostly all of the lights is where they get all their energy from. But yeah, you can feed them all kinds of different things, and it's incredible to watch them grow and the colors that you get from them. It's just unreal.
So what do we got here, Greg?
So these are firefish. So this is our saltwater fish system. So there's every fish obviously every tank holds a different variety of fish. But these guys are really cool. They always school together. Super easy fish to take care of and just so unique. So one cool thing about saltwater is they just have the colors of the fish, and the variety is just unreal.
All right.
So then we have, this has kind of become our store mascot. This is a puffer fish, and he's just, we've had so much fun with this guy, and we've got to the point now where we can hand feed him. He'll,
and he knows he's gonna get fed.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't stop. Anything you put in front of him, it seems like he'll eat. But he's so much fun. It's like having a puppy.
Yeah.
He's just so personable, and I've been working on this where he lets me pet him even. So I've only got bit a couple times trying.
Yeah. Do they have teeth?
Yes. Yeah, they got a beak actually, and their beak actually grows like our fingernails do.
Yeah.
And so that's why you'll see all these clamshells. So we have to feed him really hard stuff to help wear his teeth down.
Okay.
So that's where all those shells are in the tank are from him. He's a machine. So
what else?
We got these are kind of unique clownfish. So these are, everyone knows Nemo.
Yeah.
So there's so many different varieties of clownfish now. These are called Wyoming whites. So they're like a designer fish. They have been able to get the different colors and kind of change the original clownfish into all kinds of different things.
That's kind of like the Nemo fish, right?
Yes, yep, that's like the traditional, it's called a Ocellaris clown.
Okay.
And, but yeah, that's your traditional clownfish.
Very cool. And what are these?
So this is a Valentini puffer. So he's actually a reef safe puffer, or the closest to a reef safe puffer you can get. He doesn't really blow up too much. Then the other fish is called a huma huma, which is actually the Hawaiian state fish. And it has
isn't it actually a really long name?
It's a very long name, so I just stick with huma huma because that's about the closest I can say. So the fish in this tank here are actually ones that we've had for quite a few years. They're actually our pets. So we have a fox face, and actually this fish is venomous. So its fins on the top are actually, if you touch those, it's like, from what I hear, it's like a bee sting. But they're really good algae eaters. Then of course you have Dory. So that's a blue hippo tang. Everybody that comes in here loves to see that fish. All the kids enjoy them.
Oh yeah.
So, and then there's underneath there, he's kind of hiding right now, but there's a copper band butterfly.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see him back there.
And you'll also see there's a clownfish in here. You'll see just his nose poking out.
Oh, okay.
And he thinks that's an anemone, so he's hanging out, and he lives in there, and he protects those mushrooms, and he also feeds them.
Yeah.
So it's a symbiotic relationship.
Oh yeah, I kind of see him there.
Yeah. We nicknamed him Tiny. He was so small when we got him years ago. So.
All right, what do we got here?
Kind of in this tank is some of our higher end corals. So these are more unique, like the ones you'll see some torches, which are, so like these are called torches because they're long tentacles on them, and they're really unique. These are kind of more expensive. So like this is like a $600 coral. That's a $600 coral just because of the rarity of it.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see here too as well on this one here. You see how it's kind of growing out onto that plate?
Yeah.
So once it grows out and covers this whole piece of ceramic, and then at that point is when we'll actually cut it into smaller pieces, and that's the pieces that we'll sell.
Oh, very nice. Now those moving like that?
Yeah, it's actually from the wave makers.
Okay.
That's inside here.
Right.
So you can see all kinds of cool, and it's kind of neat too. You can watch them. You touch them, they'll close up.
Not being shy
No,
today.
not today, but usually they'll close right up. It's kind of interesting to see.
Amazing.
It's kind of unique. So most people that have saltwater tanks, they grow this thing called shado. So it's an algae or a seaweed.
It looks like steel wool.
Yeah. And basically what it does is a natural filter. So they'll have another tank underneath their tank called a sump.
Yeah.
And as the water runs down to it, they'll have this in there, and as it grows, it helps filter the water.
Oh, okay.
And so what we do here is this is hooked into this whole system, so it's helping filter the tank, but also we sell it as well. And so there's some other little clowns in here.
Yeah.
This guy here is really friendly.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So there's goes all the way back. There's kind of a display tank back there.
All right, so this is all freshwater fish then?
Yep. And then so there's some Oscars. There's a little bigger Oscars.
Okay. Yeah. Hey Oscar, how you doing?
He needs some light. There's one that was kept off. So these guys are a little bit unique. There's a bunch of shrimp in there.
Oh, I see the little shrimp in there.
They're cherry shrimp, the red ones are.
They're hard to see.
Yeah, they're tiny.
See if I can zoom up on them. You can kind of see them.
Maybe we'll see some up on the top. There's some bigger ones up there.
Oh yeah, I see them up there.
They like to get inside those plants.
Tell us a little bit about this area.
So this is kind of like we call it more of the sunset lounge. So we have some couches, and we just kind of want that Cheers atmosphere here. So we enjoy having people just come in, relax, talk about fish tanks, or sometimes we get people who just come in and want to look at the fish tanks. So it's just something that we enjoy having. In fact, we brought couches in before we brought in the first tanks.
They look comfy.
And then we got a little bit of a mess here, a little bit of construction going on, but this is actually the making of a 675-gallon tank. So this tank is going to be 10 foot long, 3 foot tall, and 3 foot wide. So it's going to be a huge saltwater tank, reefing corals and everything in it. And you can kind of see, it's like I said, it's a mess, but this is actually the front and the back glass here on the floor.
Okay.
And we've got a tank builder just going to come in and actually assemble this once we're ready.
So about how long do you think it'll be before you get that up?
It's going to be kind of now a little bit of my focus. So I'm hoping to have it at least put together, at least glued together and everything by, I'm guessing by the mid to end of winter. So it just takes a little while to get the builder, once I get everything ready, to actually silicone it all together. And
all right.
But it's going to be
so springtime.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be it's a huge project, and I can't wait. But it's just everything takes a little bit of time.
Very
to
nice.
Put together.
So yeah, coming springtime 2022, he's going to have a huge tank here. You can come down and see it with all coral. It's going to have coral and fish and everything. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, so that's about a wrap here at Sunset Corals right here in downtown Linden. Come down and visit Greg. They got a lot of really cool stuff. If you're just getting into getting a new tank, or you have an existing tank, this guy Greg can answer all your questions. So Greg, why don't you give your phone, your address and all that again so people know where to come.
Sure. We're located at 109 North Bridge Street, right in downtown Linden. So I'm more than welcome, shoot us a message on through Facebook. I'm always real responsive there, and hit us up. If you got questions, let me know. And that's what we're here for. We're all about trying to grow this hobby and just getting everybody into it, and just really enjoying everything.
All right, great. And what were your hours again here?
So we just went full time. So the store's the last 2 years has been part time. My wife and I both had full-time jobs, but we took the plunge, and so this is our second week of being full-time. So right now we're open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Saturday we're open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
All right, great. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, they're pretty cool fish. Hey, don't worry guys, I'll get y'all.